Hello everyone, my name is Aishna. I am the assistant editor at CA Club India, and today we are in an exclusive conversation with a 19-year-old CA, Nandini Agrawal, All India Rank 1, July 2021 CA final exams. Welcome to CA Club India, Nandini, and congratulations from the entire team of CA Club India on securing AIR1.
Thank you so much.
So Nandini, tell us something about yourself. That, like I mentioned, that you are only 19. So how did you manage to become a CA at 19?
So I think probably almost everyone knows about me now because I'm all over the news. But I'm from Morena, Madhya Pradesh. I've done my schooling from Morena only. I cleared my CPT in July 2017. I've cleared my CA intermediate in May 18 with All India rank 31. And in July 2021, I have cleared CA final with All India rank 1. And like you asked, how did I manage to do it at 19? So like in the early schooling, I've skipped some of the classes. So basically, it was not a skip. So I did it by giving a promotional test. So it's like I have skipped nursery, and then I have done LKG, UKG in 1 year, and then skipped the first standard. So because like school took my promotional test for first class, so whatever the child knows in first class, I can do it at the time of UKG only. So I was promoted directly to second standard.
That's great. And what age did you start pursuing CA?
I was 15 at that time.
Okay. And how did you manage to take such a big decision of your career at a a young age of 15?
So from seventh standard only, it was in my mind that I'll do CA. But yes, seven we are so I would say it's young to decide that. But when I cleared 10th, I just browsed about what CA is and what is the sector, how the financial sector is growing, and then I just found that it's a very interesting field, and financial sector is also growing. And it was also like my father is tax practitioner, my grandpa is LLB, so it was a kind of family background as well, but no one of them is chartered. So that's how I decided, okay, I'll do CA.
Okay, that's really great. So what exactly attracted you regarding the course?
Sorry.
What was it that attracted you about the CA course?
So I would say there are two things. One is there are no reservations in this course, and secondly, in this you can open your own practice. While if you see other course like IIT, they have to do a job in their entire life. So I was having that philosophy that if we are studying so much, then why to do always work like under any other name or under any pressure? So if we have that talent, let's make our own name. So that was a kind of idea at that time.
That's great. And what was the immediate reaction when you found out that you've become All India Rank 1? How did you find out actually about that you secured AIR1?
So you would also be knowing that my brother also got AIR 18.
Right.
So we have a like ritual that he is the only one who sees his and my result. So firstly he saw his result, then he saw mine. So I was not the one who checked it. So when I just saw that it's AIR1, I was literally screaming and jumping into the whole house, and I had tears in my eyes, and same with my parents. So this was my immediate reaction at the time. And you wouldn't believe, I couldn't even realize for the beginning 2 days that what had happened with me. That I've got AI1. It took me 1 week to realize, okay, it has finally happened. Yes, I've got AI1.
That's great. So did you also receive a call from the president of ICI?
No, I think from Gen 21 they have discontinued.
Okay, okay. And okay, of course. So, like, when you're All India Rank 1 and at such a young age like yours, you must have had someone at home or in your friends who motivated you throughout the entire study period and everything. So, who was that one motivator or one idol that you always looked up to?
So it's not a particular person, I would say. So when I was in seventh standard, it was my parents' dream that I should do CA. But after 10th, it got materialized when I took commerce plus maths, and then I did CPT, and then I did CA intermediate. So like after intermediate, I got cleared first time both groups, and that too with 31. So people around you have expectations. Okay, एक बार rank आ गया, then you will also get rank in another time.
Right.
So it's still kind of pressure also, but actually it also motivates us to do better and to do the best. And also one thing, me and my brother studies together, so we have a very, I would say, study partners we are, and we have also the competitive feeling as well, because we both are studying together. So that's a very positive point for us, because we always try to do the best by seeing each other.
That's great. Also, were there any subjects that you struggled with in CA final, or if we talk about CA Inter or CA Foundation, any subject that you struggled with the most, and how did you manage to overcome it?
So in CA Inter, I would say I was struggling in audit at that time, but with mock test papers practice and ICI RTPs, I overcome that. I would say the difficulty that I was having. So it was with the help of test series, of course. And if I talk about CA final, it was SFM, with which I was struggling because of the fact that in November 20 and Jan 21, the papers were too difficult.
Right.
So it was the fear that I don't know what kind of paper is going to come. And even on the day of the paper, we were very tensed, like how the paper is gonna be. But if we talk about how I overcome it, then by practicing again and again. So like I had almost 4 to 5 revision of SFM compiler.
Okay. That's a very good strategy to excel at something that you struggle with. And
Yeah.
what were the subjects that you actually loved the most in CA Inter and final?
Like FR, DT, IDT, law. I also like the law. And I would say audit. I used to understand what it is saying, whatever the standards of auditing are saying. But the thing is, we have to learn it. Then only we are going to get the marks. Yes. So I would say I was more interested in FR, law, DT, and IDT.
Okay. And so these are the subjects that you like. Did you also during your study period ended up paying more focus on them, or was it the subjects that you struggled with the most that you thought that I should give more time to this?
I would say I have given almost equal importance to each of the subjects. So it's only the elective one that I just studied for like almost max to max 11 to 12 hours in entire CA final journey.
Okay.
For the rest of the subjects, I have given equal importance. And like for the audit, I have picked the audit in Feb 2020 only. Feb 2021. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So how did your schedule look like? How did you manage your time between so many subjects? And you say that you've given equal importance to all of them.
So if I would say this journey started from articleship only. So during articleship, it was like in the morning I used to watch 1 or 1.5 hour class, and when I came back from my office, I used to watch again like half an hour or 1 hour class. So like that, I used to manage 2 hours study in during my articleship, because there were also times when I have to work, like I have to overwork after 12 a.m. also. So in those cases also, I try to do that. At least I should study for half an hour, because consistency is very important. Some of the seniors have also advised me, like, even if you are so busy with your work, just like take out some time, maybe at 15 or 20 minutes also, because it's the habit of studying which should not go away. And in last 4 to 5 months, so the schedule was fully packed. So when I used to wake up at like 8 only, because I am the one who can't get up early and study, but I can like sleep later at night. So I used to wake up at 8, and like after doing all of my essential things, and I used to sit for study. So then I used to take the break for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and there was a meal time around 5:30 to 6. So the time was managed like that. Even if there's a time that I want to refresh my mood, so it was in between those breaks of dinner and lunch. So I didn't
Right.
take out any separate time for refreshing myself.
Right. And what made it easier to follow that jam-packed schedule? Like, did you go for walks, or did you listen to music, or was it Netflix in your me time? Obviously, that made it a little easier.
So it was not Netflix. So during winters it was badminton, and like in the summertime it was music. And overall, I would say it was me and my brother. We both were there for each other. So like if he's studying, I have to have a feeling, okay, I also got to study. And if I am studying, he also got to feel that, okay, I should also study. So that was the thing.
Okay, that's a very good motivating factor actually.
Yes.
So Nandini, what all study material or faculty material did you refer to while preparing for the exams?
So I would say for reading, I say study material is Bible. But for understanding the concepts, I have taken classes for all 7 subjects. For elective, I didn't take the classes. So for the concept and understanding, I used to watch the videos. And for first reading, I used to prefer the reference books of teachers from whom I have taken the classes. But from the second revision, I was strictly adhered to ICI study material only.
Okay, okay, great. um, and while, because you can prepare for as long as you want, but it is just those 3 hours where you have to present all your learnings in an effective manner to secure the marks. So what do you think are some of the key points or key factors that come into play while writing your answer, if we talk separately about practical and theory?
So there are only 3 hours, and in total there are 5 questions, except the elective one in which there are only 4 questions of 25 each. So you have to have a habit of thinking what are the important points that you're going to write, because it should cover the important ones that is required by the question.
Right.
So for which I would refer, like you should have a multiple practices of MTPs, RTPs, test series. And I believe that it's good to have a multiple attempts in MTPs at home to avoid multiple attempts in CA final. So it's better that you give multiple attempt at home for MTPs, RTPs, and whatever practice you are doing, because that actually makes up a mood. See, there are two different things. Learning is a different thing, and then presenting is a different thing.
Right.
I think we all are good at learning, but where some people lack is the presenting in the real exams, for which we have only one solution, that is RTP, MTPs, and it's good to take a single test series from any other teacher, because when they are evaluating our answer sheets, we got to know where are we lacking and what should we change in our writing style.
Right.
So that's my advice on that.
Okay, great. Also, Nandini, the July 2021 exams, whatever the student went through in terms of the second wave of COVID-19, the PIL, the constant Supreme Court hearings, did you also feel demotivated, or, if you felt that somewhere deep down that the exams might get cancelled, so I shouldn't study? Did you ever get those kind of feelings? And how did you, pass and, kick all of them and still stay strong?
So there were 2 points. Like in April, our exams were postponed for uncertain period, wherein the notification said that they will notify us before 21 days of exams. So at that point of time, we were like, okay, it has become so uncertain. But at the time, I took a 2 days break. Let's enjoy. Let's see whatever will happen will happen. After the 2 days, I thought it's a good chance to level up my preparation. So that was a time when I really solved many of the MTPs and RTPs. And I think that was also one of the reasons that I have been able to improve my writing skill that much. And there was a second time, like during 1st of July, a PIL was filed for cancellation of the exams to be held in July. So
Right.
that was a very uncertain thing when we were awaiting, okay, a notification could come, which would say that exams has been cancelled. But at that point of time, I was like, okay, let's do our best. What if exams held? Then we would be regretting, okay, we didn't study like that.
Right.
So I would say I maintained consistency in my entire 4 to 5 months, including the June as well, which was full of uncertainty. And I think that was the thing that really helped me to be here wherever I am today.
That's actually very good advice. That uh, from our conversation, I can make out that consistency is the key in
Yes,
terms of CA preparation.
yes.
Okay, and okay, so now you are AIR1, and what are your plans forward? Are you, you mentioned earlier that this is a profession wherein you can start your practice. So, do you wish to start your own practice, or you want to work at a CA firm for a couple of years? What are your plans in general ahead?
I would say it's very uncertain at this point of time because I have been guiding by many of the people. Some are saying do this exam. It's not your age to work at the job or practice. I'm getting lots of advices. So that's what I'm evaluating. But one of the advice that I really like is do what your heart says. So I'm gonna do that only. I'm not going to be part of that vicious circle that okay वहाँ पे package ज़्यादा है या फिर वहाँ पे learning ज़्यादा है, because whatever I've done till now is for me to be happy. So I would just do whatever my heart says. But yeah, I can tell that at this point of time I am not going to be in practice, because practice is like a settling down. It's a permanent decision. You can't reverse it once you open a practice.
Right.
So I'm not going to do that at this point of time.
Okay. Are you having thoughts about studying further as well for like CPA, CFA? There are so many courses in terms of finance. So do you have
Yes.
that thought as well?
Yeah, that is also one of the thoughts.
Okay. Uh, Nandini, also, as a CA student, as a CA aspirant, especially with the, like you mentioned, that you also had a lot of burden because you were a ranker in your CA inter as well. So, how did you manage to, overcome all of that? Because in terms of mental health, if we talk about, because we all know the importance of mental health. So, at some point, did the pressure get to you?
So I would say I always had in mind, okay, let's see what will happen. We will just do our best, because if you do good, people will come to you, come with you. Because and if you didn't do good, then people don't care about that. And I would say family support is the most important thing, because my parents have never forced me to study this or to do that. They're always like, do whatever makes you happy, just give your best and don't worry about the results. Because there has been a point in my life where I was expecting so much about my results, and I have done like 100 200% of mine, but I didn't get the desired result. So from that point I have learned that what you can do is just karma, and you don't have control over the results, because there is something called destiny and luck as well.
Right.
So like I can overcome that pressure because I have that philosophy in my mind.
So, do you think that luck plays a good role in terms of CA exams?
If you have given 100%, then I would say between where you are going to be placed. So like if you're a ranker or non-ranker, or which rank do you get. So I think yeah, it's some kind of destiny as well, because I have met many people who says that I studied very hard and I was expecting a single digit rank but I didn't get that, or I was expecting this particular rank but I didn't get that. So I think yeah, somewhere it does.
Right, right. So Nandini, all our users are, very keen on understanding the mantra to secure All India Rank 1. So if you can throw some light on that.
There is no state jacket formula for AIR1, because I didn't know I'm going to get AIR1 before the results were out. I would say be consistent, disciplined, hardworking, and please enjoy your life. Don't be like fully involved in study, because I would tell you what happens when you have done your 200%, and when you don't get the desired result, you were like, okay, at the time I should have enjoyed. I have lost that time as well. So like during my articleship, during my CA final journey, I have enjoyed whenever the time came. But yes, during those 4 to 5 months, you should be focused and take a very good sleep. It was only like 1 or 2 months where I compromised my 1 or 2 hours of sleep. But for the last 2 to 3 months, I have taken like full 7 to 8 hours of sleep, because that really helps us to keep our mind fresh and to stay relaxed. Yeah, that's something I would advise.
And what is the one thing, like if you have to just, bring it down to one thing, one piece of advice that all C aspirants must follow when it comes to study or in terms of maintaining their mental health in general?
For maintaining mental health, I would say have faith on yourself. At no point of life you should feel that I am lesser than others. Because see, I am from Murena, Madhya Pradesh, and it's not a very big city, or it's not a metro city. It's a small town, and people I will tell you that there's an exam called GATE, and AIR1 was from Murena only. So there are many kids, and God have given same things to all. It's just that some have faith on themselves and some don't. So have faith on yourself. You can do it. You will do it. So that's the only advice that I would like to give to all aspirants, whether it be CA or anything else.
That's really nice. That's very kind of you, Nandini. And this brings us to an end of our conversation. So thank you so much for this insightful conversation. And I'm very sure that your advice is going to help a lot of CA aspirants. And once again, a big congratulations to you for securing All India Rank 1. And we wish you all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thanks for having me. It was really a great pleasure of mine to be of help to someone else, some students.